To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Disneyland is often known as the happiest place on Earth, and 364 days out of the year, that's correct. But for one, or two, I guess, special nights this year, Walt Disney's original Magic Kingdom took on a more sinister tone. If you love Disney and hate sleep, boy, do I have the special event for you. 50 years ago, one of the most memorable attractions Disney has ever made opened its doors to the public for the very first time. The exterior of the ride was finished in 1963, but the ride itself would not open until 6 years later in 1969. So the facade sat there for 6 years, beckoning guests towards its gates and then telling them, the mansion's not quite finished yet. And then on the 9th of August of 1969, the mansion would open its gates to the public for the very first time. And then exactly 50 years to the day, I showed up. And me personally, I plan on riding the Haunted Mansion during its 50th birthday 13 times. Maybe not in a row. I do want to experience everything they have to offer, but I will be riding the Haunted Mansion 13 times for its 50th anniversary. So, I'll keep a counter going in the bottom of the screen, so you can keep a tally with me as we move through the night.
Rest in peace, foolish mortals. At long last, your wait has expired.
Ain't seen a night like this in 50 years. Something's about to happen. Something chilling, I feel it in my bones. Best beware, beware.
Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at.
Behold, dear friends,
the happy haunts have indeed received your sympathetic vibrations and are assembling before your very eyes.
Faint apparitions seeking some rest, come to the river, heed my request.
Our spooky celebration has been 50 years in its cremation. Let's all shiver and shake to the spell of the wake.
Grim-grinning ghosts now awaken, arise, fly from your coffins and fill up the skies. Lifeless and reckless, time to respond. Gather all specters from decades beyond.
ghost, come out to socialize.
Close your eyes and don't try to hide.
The silly spook, face it by your side.
Shrouded in a daft disguise.
They pretend to terrorize. Grim pretty ghosts come out to socialize. As the moon climbs on the dead oak tree, spooks arrive for the midnight spree.
Creepy creeps within the eyes.
Start to shine and harmonize. Grim pretty ghosts come out to socialize. Grim pretty ghosts come out to socialize. Happy haunts are here, and it appears they are seeking the 1,000th spirit to join them in the ever after. Any volunteers? My spirits dwell, restless bones etherealize, rise the spooks of every size. Grim pretty ghosts come out to socialize. Grim pretty ghosts come out to socialize. There's no turning back now.
So, quick rundown. Most of Adventureland, all of Critter Country except for Splash Mountain and Winnie the Pooh. The land is open, can't ride any rides, and all of New Orleans Square is open for tonight. Frontierland, also all open. So, I feel like we need to go ride our Haunted Mansion for the first time tonight. Number 1 of 13, obviously. So, let's head over back. We're in Frontierland now. Let's go back towards New Orleans Square and see if we can't visit one of the 999 happy haunts, because there's people outside the mansion right now. Of course, during this event, the mansion was extra spooky with lights and different effects going that aren't normally happening in the Haunted Mansion during the day. Notice the fog coming over the top of the Haunted Mansion, and the outside does look amazing, but it's something on the inside that I really wanted to talk to you about today.
Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside, and watch your children, please.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del grupo. Y cuide a los pequeñitos. Y ahora, prepárese.
We find it delightfully unlivable here in this ghostly retreat. Every room has more to more creeps, and I behold running chills.
If you couldn't catch it because my camera was out of focus, those are live actors inside the Haunted Mansion. This one, in this case, dressed up as a knight. This marks the return of the Haunted Mansion live character actors. This is the first time in years that they've done this. The knight is back, but there's not just the knight in the mansion, so let's keep watching. That's right, there's another living ghost having a nice birthday meal with all the other ghosts sitting at the table. Again, it's not the last living ghost we'll come across. There's one more in the mansion, and if you listen really closely, you can hear me freaking out about how cool this is.
Big fan, big fan. I love your work.
Yes, if you didn't catch that, that's Gus, sitting there at the end of the haunted mansion ready to see you off. But the night had so much more to offer, not just riding the haunted mansion 13 times in a row. Obviously, because, you know, I wasn't able to do it, there was so much to do. I got to see Madame Leota summon some spirits. She was pretty cool.
And now, dear mere mortals, please direct your attention to the balcony, for this is a once-in-an-after-lifetime occasion, and we invite you to attune your senses as our head spiritualist, Madame Leota, communicates with regions beyond.
Spirits and specters, escape from your crypts. Come to the mansion and end your eclipse. Unloved and desperate, drift from your tomb. Seek out the bride who is seeking a groom. Ghostly hitchhikers from long, lonesome roads, give us a sign with the croaking of toads. Unbalanced spirit, before you should fall, let out a whistle to answer our call. Captains and sailors whose ships crashed at sea, ring loud your ship bells for our jubilee. Singers of opera and mummies of old, hit a high note that will turn our blood cold.
If whispers are to be believed, it is said that even as a child, Madame Leota possessed supernatural talents.
So that was Madame Leota's summoning ritual. She didn't summon anything but a bunch of sounds, but either way, we summoned some ghosts. But now let's go somewhere else in the park. Somewhere, believe it or not, even creepier than the Haunted Mansion.
So it may look empty, but there's quite a few people here. But it is empty up in the trees, in Tarzan's trees house, to be precise. And that's exactly where I'm going because the brochure said it would be open. Let's see if it is. And it is, we can go in. Come with me up the treehouse, everyone. Odds are we're not gonna find a whole lot of other people up here. Now I'm not sure if this is a haunted treehouse or if this treehouse is not haunted. I don't even know if you guys can see me right now. It's very dark and very spooky and very grim up here. So let's stay on the lookout for any creepy creeps that might be up here. It's pitch black.
That's right, everyone. Adventureland was open during this event, Tarzan's Treehouse and Indiana Jones, and in Tarzan's Treehouse, all of the lights were turned off. So if you listen, you can hear me losing my mind in a very dark and very empty Tarzan's Treehouse.
The audio is still playing. Very happy, friendly, strangers like me. It's all still playing, but all of the lights, if you can't see here, are off. So, oh, I have my Haunted Mansion shoes on, by the way. Take a We'll look at those. Pretty neat. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of walk-through haunted houses. I'm always scared something's going to leap out at me. But I think we're relatively safe up here in Tarzan's treehouse. At least I hope we would be. We are literally the only people up here. You guys, obviously, it's very dark, very foreboding. I'm just gonna stop talking and let you guys enjoy the experience. Completely dark.
During the event, Disney had the fog machines turned up to 11. The entire Rivers of America, New Orleans Square waterfront area was completely covered in fog to give you a very spooky feeling in the spooky atmosphere for the spookiest anniversary of the spookiest Disney ride.
This atmosphere is insane.
Pretty girls come out to socialize. And the moonlight time in the dead of trees news arrive for the midnight breeze. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes start to shriek and harmonize. Pretty girls come out to socialize. When you hear the knell of a requiem bell, we're closely where spirits dwell. Restless bones etherealize, rise spooks of every size. Pretty girls come out to socialize. Pretty girls come out to socialize.
And it was at this point where I took my second voyage to the afterlife on the Haunted Mansion for the night. The second out of 3.
Strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker, where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
And for those curious, it wouldn't be a Disney special event without special food offerings, and that's exactly what I'm showing you here. And you guys know me, of course I had to grab a midnight mint julep. It's blackberry flavored with a lychee berry in it. I'd never had a lychee berry or lychee berry before in my life, but it was delicious. And now one more event before we finish up the night. is from here where I decided to end the night with one last ride on the Haunted Mansion. I tried to be one of the last people riding it for the night, and hey, I succeeded. I shared the last few Doom Buggies of the night with Fresh Baked Disney, so if you want to see the night from their perspective, it's probably better coverage than I could ever provide here. Go check it out. But for now, enjoy.
Our tour begins here in this gallery, where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible, mortal state.
The 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion. Thank you all so much for coming here this evening. And now, I'd like to ask that all of you step away from the walls toward the dead center of the room. So may I introduce the Titan of Terror, the host with the most.
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding.
And consider this dismaying observation.
This chamber has no windows and no door. Of course, there's always my way.
The spirits will materialize only if you remain safely seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside and watch your children.
Unlivable here in this ghostly retreat. Every room is wall-to-wall clears and hot and cold.
Give us a hint by ringing the bell. Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at.
night, guys. Thank you for 50 years.
You never see this empty of the main street with this kind of music playing. Fresh Baked. Oh, I'm here with Fresh Baked too, also.
This is the time when all the professional photographers are laying down in the street getting their good shots.
Yes.
Be sure to bring that certificate.
That would have been cool.
Decide to join us.
They would have gave us this.
Make final arrangements now. We've been dying to have you.
Do you?
I don't want to leave.
I know, it's bedtime.